100 years ago, in the events of Wave Zero, there were many heroes and villains that have shaped the lore and metas of the current rogue lineage that we know today. It all started with Solon and Ardor, the gods of light and darkness. Ardor was creator of many different dark creatures that were meant to wipe out all life on Gaia by entering through the mortal plane. But Solon created a barrier between the planes to prevent this from occurring. However, a certain individual named Earl Caris was able to somehow create rifts and tears in this barrier that allowed many different monsters to enter our mortal plane. It was a small glimpse of the true evil, powerful entities that could enter through. Solon, the progenitor of life, formed the races out of light and spread them throughout Gaia to hopefully aid in serving Solon. But there was a rebellion and opposition. Ardor had summoned angels that had managed to enter the mortal plane by the name of Columbus and Animbrus. Their goal was to please Ardor and influence the lives of the inhabitants of Gaia to turn against Solon and to embrace the void. And thus, a divide in allegiances was created, with one part of Gaia following Columbus and Animbrus to learn the ways of necromancy and the abyss, with the other part serving the order of sigil knights and serving Solon and maintaining the balance in the world. However, there was imbalance within the world when a certain individual, now known as the Prince of Cures, stole the power of healing magic from the world and created the church. Those who oppose the church do not receive any healing, and as a result, many in Gaia have suffered that did not follow the church of the prince. Those who followed the prince received power from him as long as they served him. However, the suffering of Gaia caused an angel to be formed by the name of Ratriel, whose sole purpose is to kill the prince and to bring healing magic back into the world to restore the balance. During these events, a powerful mage named Linus Shallow began conducting experiments on the monsters that entered from Ardor, inventing a terrifyingly new form of magic called curses, hence his title as the father of curses. Through extensive research on the creatures, such as howlers, Linus also created many different inventions and prototypes that he left around Gaia before suddenly disappearing. However, Linus is still alive to this day and is still focused on furthering his research beyond the mortal plane to gain more power, drifting in and out of existence. With such unrest in Gaia, and many people who did not know who to pledge their allegiance to, many individuals felt the need to establish structures and buildings around the land to spread influence of their own gods and to gain followings for their own benefit. Businesses formed and small law enforcement as well, with people trying to earn a living by helping lost travelers. Once there was more organized groups in the land, it became a matter of conquest and conflict. Many people forgot about Solon, and they turned to the darkness. The first major lord of this time period was Lord Sylvester Tempest, who conquered the main marketplace and center of Gaia, named Sentinel, and began using his house to charge tax on whoever entered, no matter how poor. Any opposition was instantly killed by Tempest, and they became the strongest and most powerful force throughout the entire land. As a result, sanctuaries became more popular, and more secret passages were created, like the hidden halls, to avoid them. After dying of old age, Tempest was disbanded, and its members went back to their families. With Sylvester Tempest gone, more powerful entities began to thrive in the land, from combining teachings they received with more sources of dark power. After the Vampire Order was formed, and a shrine built for them, a certain individual named Francis became infatuated with Ardor, wanting to gain more power to serve him. Joining the Vampire Order with his own skill set, and as a result, became the first vampire Abyss Walker, a path many people follow to this day. Gaining his new armaments from Ardor himself, he unleashed wrath upon the land and killed any, as Ardor did not discriminate between good and evil. If it was alive, he killed it. Tragically, Francis later perished to the Dragon of the Burial Grounds, who would later be destroyed by the great mage Morzas. The Order of Sigil Knights began raising up in order to counteract the darkness throughout the land. With the first Sigil Knight of House Lutria to spread Solon's influence throughout the world, killing any that opposed him, with Draugr Lutria being the most prominent of his time. Pleased with the Order's loyalty, Solon created a sword that would grant power to anyone who could successfully pull it, a feat that Sigil Master Wilhelm White accomplished after proving he was worthy to wield the sword, after capturing many servants of Ardor, using it to slay evil throughout Gaia. Tragically, his mythical sword was stolen by an angel of Ardor named Lastriel, but this did not deter him from serving Solon for the rest of his life. Ever since, the land of Gaia has been a war between light and darkness, with many still wandering around and wondering where to go and who created them.